I'm in my prime like I'm Dion. Yeah, focused on the green like it's neon. Niggas claim they real, but I don't even see none. I don't fuck with your type, y'all some peons. I'm in the zone like I'm Deion Sanders. Got 21 bitches with me, no manners. Asking 21 questions, nigga Curtis Jackson. Hey, fuck all of that talking, bitch, let's get it crackin'. Yeah.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Sports Noise Media. I'm in the building with my boy Mike, aka Bama Bull. Man, what it is for the night, Mike, man?
Can't call it, man. Bad day for me on the parlay sheets and the fantasy honors. It's a bad day, but other than that, man, bless.
Yeah, man, I threw a Hail Mary. I was losing all week, but right before the WNBA game came on, I threw a Hail Mary and it came through for me, dog. So, praise to Jesus.
Nah, for real. All time.
With that being said, man, we're going to jump straight up in these topics, man. First thing we got on the docket for the night, man, Sunday Night Football. Man, it was a good game. It was a good all-around game. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the show, but, man, Russ played a hell of a game, man. He threw for over 200 yards. I can't say enough about what he did tonight, man. He was like, it was night and day between him and Justin Fields. He brought a different element that Justin Fields that he don't have. It's a double-edged sword because you get the running with Justin Fields, but the passing game is way more important than having a running quarterback. He was able to push the ball down the field. Like, man, he had command over the team. Him on the line calling his cadence. Man, you would think that he been playing the whole time. Like, he had full control of everything, man. His hard counts. Like, if you just watch the game and see how he command the pocket, command the line of scrimmage, you would have thought that he been the starter all year. It's crazy how the fans is. The first couple of passes, man, they were blowing him out of the building. But in the end of the game, man, they were singing his praises. I mean, he did everything he's supposed to do, man. I come to the realization of what it shows how great Mike Tomlin is. Like I said, we're gonna get to that in our next topic, but it was all around game, man. Aaron Rodgers, man, the New York Jets, it's pretty much a dumpster fire over there, man. Like they try to bring Adams in to put the fire out, bro, but all they did was throw grease on the fire, bro. It's Aaron Rodgers, man. He's just not what he once was, man. Like, and that's okay, but look at everything that he's got around him. How he's been since they fired the coach. How his game has picked up. Like it's just I just feel like they're asking for too much, and they putting a lot of pressure on him, and he's just not delivering right now. The defense can only play so much good defense until they had to be on the field. Them snaps start adding up. It's just not gonna work, man. It's just pretty much not gonna work, man. But I love what Russ did, man. He was able to push the ball down the field. He cooked the Jets tonight, man. He made sure they was well done too. In the fourth quarter, they got the ball back about 6 minutes left, and they didn't get the ball up. It was just pure domination, man. Like from the point Russ, he shook off the Russ. Man, it was pure domination after that. But with that being said, give me what you got, Mike, with how good Russ did and what you think about what's going on with the Jets right now.
Man, I think Russ had a phenomenal game, man. For him to come straight out the IR like he did. Really ain't have too much camaraderie with his teammates, and just to come in like that and just he had pretty good game, man. Pretty good game. Like I'm kind of glad for him because everybody was roasting him, talking about that. We was even elaborating that on the show, what's gonna be the element, like what's gonna be different from Justin Fields and him. But like I kind of alluded to it on last episode, like he provided a downfield attack. Like I knew that's what they wanted to add a jolt to their offense because they was winning, but they was winning sloppy and ugly. Like they wasn't really just really dominating on offense, having big plays and stuff like that. So Russ kind of provided that element, and that's what we seen tonight. We seen the difference. Like you say, Justin Fields, he has the feet footwork and stuff, and the rushing ability and stuff, but he can't push the ball down the field like that. But he can do the intermediate throws and the little dink and dacks and stuff. But they needed that element. So it was a great showing for Russ. Najee Harris had a nice game. He had a 100-yard game. You could just see what the downfield passing attack opened up the running game, to open up the whole offense as a whole. So Russ, man, he definitely, man, they looking like a whole different team with Russ, definitely. So, but I like what I seen, most definitely. I like what I seen. George Pickens had a good game. He had a monster game, to be honest.
He had 100 yards.
For sure. Like that connection, Russell and George Pickens, like it was clicking all night. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of thing with George Pickens. They say he's one of the best high point catchers in the league, and he showed it. Like you can just throw it up to him, he's gonna go get it.
And
that's what he basically.
him and Russ was Russ' guy to keep him, what I'm saying, acclimated to what was going on. That's who he used for his reps and everything.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like George Pickens, you can tell, he raved about him before the game, so he knew before everybody else knew that he was on start. Yeah. So you can instantly see they got a connection off the rip. So it showed in the game. Like I said, Najee Harris had a good game. Defense came to play. How T.J. Watt and Highsmith, his return was a big boost to their defense already. Fitzpatrick and them boys, they did their thing all night. And then for the Jets, man, man, you seen a little uptick, seen a little upbeat, with the team with the acquisition of Devontae Adams. It was a lot of more hype surrounding this game than usual. But Aaron Rodgers, man, I know a lot of people might say Aaron Rodgers might be the problem, or he might be somewhat of a problem to it. But it's their offensive line, man. Their offensive line suck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it, all the way 100. Like, their offensive line is terrible. Aaron Rodgers is no longer mobile like that, so that makes it even more worse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For them, you know what I'm saying? He's a stationary target. That's why they have to do so many quick passes and do more stuff on the go, on the fly now. They ain't really have time to set up like that because before you know it, and then you're talking about two of the best, you know what I'm saying, with T.J. Watt and Highsmith coming out the edge, so can't too many teams contain them guys anyway, but definitely with a offensive line of this magnitude, it's definitely like lunch meat for them guys. So, yeah, man, that pretty much was the problem. Aaron Rodgers was getting rushed in his throws. He tried to build a connection with Devontae. They had a couple nice little catches and stuff. He's getting acclimated. He won the monster debut we thought we was gonna see for Devontae Adams. But Garrett Wilson, man, you can't blame that on Aaron Rodgers either with the interception when it bounced off his chest, man. Yeah. That was crazy, bro. Like that was so uncharacteristic.
That was a beautiful route he ran too, man.
Bro, the whole play was beautiful. Like it bounced off his chest, man. Like I said, it was uncharacteristic of Garrett Wilson because he normally catch those type of passes. But the guy, I gotta say, the guy made a name for himself. What the dude, the rookie guy, man? He had 2 interceptions off on Aaron Rodgers. He made a name for himself tonight. Yeah. The rookie dude, man. Like I say, he had two big interceptions. That definitely turned the game around, the momentum around. And then Russ brought it home, man, along with the dominant running game.
Yeah. Yeah, and with that being said, we're gonna switch over to the next topic, man. We're gonna stay on the same Stiller page. Mike Tomlin, to me, he's just doing his job, man. It was a lot of confusion around what he was doing. He was saying a lot of stuff that I just really didn't understand. At the time, I wasn't really trying to understand it because it didn't make no sense to start a new quarterback when you got a quarterback that's 4-2. It was kind of really unheard of. You never seen nothing like that, especially with a starter. It's one thing for a quarterback to get hurt, then you bring somebody in, and then you go back to the quarterback. But he started the season off. But what it reminded me of what Nick Saban had did that year when Miro was playing bad. And what Nick Saban did was he took Miro out to show the rest of the world that the quarterbacks behind him wasn't that good. Once he displayed that, he put Miro back in the game, and you couldn't call for Miro head no more because he already showed you what the quarterbacks behind him play like. So what Mike Tomlin did, man, he just did his job. He's doing his due diligence to make sure that he gonna have the right quarterback in. And I can't, like I said, at first I didn't really understand what he was doing, but to see what Russ did, it kind of showed what's going on behind the scenes. Like, we get on here and talking stuff like that and listen to what he's saying, and it sounds crazy, but we not there watching them practice. We don't know how Russ is looking. We don't know how he's in the locker room. We don't know none of that stuff. And tonight kind of proved what Mike Tomlin was trying to do. And it's a hell of a coaching job by him to be able to not have the full command of the team. Wasn't nobody talking about far as his team coming out saying they don't think it's right for Justin Fields. Everybody was on the same page. People knew not to open their mouth because Mike Tomlin, he commands what he commands, and he the captain of the ship. And tonight, I see what his vision was. Okay, I seen what Justin Fields can do. Before I give him the starting job, I need to see what Russ can do. Because this is what we brought Russ in here to do. And if he plays better, then I'm going to go with the better quarterback. And he did it. And it seems like to me, from this point moving forward, man, it looked like it's Russell's job to lose from the simple fact, like you said, that he can push the ball downfield. And Justin Fields, he can't do that on a high level for us outside of one read. If he get that first read and it's there, he can take it. But if he had to go through his progressions, I mean, it's one read and take off run. Russ gonna fall on the sword. He gonna stay back there and go through all the progressions before he even try to run. Russ looked better than I done seen him look in years. And I say years, I mean years. I'm talking about Seattle. I'm talking about Denver. Like he looked good. He looked poised. Like it was unbelievable, man, to see him play like that from the standpoint of just being poised. Like not rushing none of his passes. Like he got in a little trouble in the pocket a little bit, but that's just good defense. But man, like I said, I gained, like I said, I already had a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin, but I gained a lot of more respect for him from what he's been doing, the things he's been saying. Like when you go and listen to the stuff he was saying before, it sounds crazy, but if you start thinking about it, like he didn't make no rash decisions. He didn't lock nobody in to where he can't go back and change anything. He didn't tell nobody something so they can use it against him. He was the head coach of that team, and he told people what he wanted to tell people, and they was able to either accept it or not accept it. And like I said, I got a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin, man. This was a great chess move on his behalf. Now, I'm not just saying Russell's finna go out here and just be like some world beater or something like that, but they did beat a decent team. Mike Tomlin made the right move, and it looks from the outside looking in that it's going to be Russ' job based on how he played. And he played against a fairly good defense tonight, too. So Russ pretty much checked all the boxes for me, man. Pittsburgh, they got a defense, and this is a good chance. I always believe in the NFL, you never want to waste your defense. And what I mean by wasting your defense is that you have a top-notch defense and you have a mediocre offense, and the defenses, they're going to get long in the tooth real quick just for the simple fact that they're dishing out hits, and that shortens your, playing time. And if you don't have the right quarterback to ride that wave of a good defense, man, you're just going to waste it. So he's not doing that. Like you said, J.J. Watt, Porter, the rest of the game, man, them boys playing lights out right now. And it looks like Russ is going to be able to control the clock, too. I know I'm going a little long, but it's just so many elements that Russ is going to be able to do that they didn't have that element with Justin Fields. I hate to say it. The only thing Justin Fields did was he gave them a running threat. And Russ, he's doing all you need him to do is be able to scramble around and get out of the pocket. You don't necessarily need him to actually run. And I did. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Pittsburgh receivers was mediocre. Because I'm like, man, but Russ showed you. He showed everybody everything they need to hear. I mean, what they needed to see. But I'm gonna let you get in on this fight, man.
Man, like you said, man, he just showed the testament, man, to why Tomlin is one of the longest tenured coaches in the NFL, man. He done heard all kind of criticism. He done heard it all. He done been heard and seen it all. The guy just keep winning. So you can't knock him for that. Tomlin is well respected throughout the league. And I'm a Ravens fan. I really, that's the arch rival in Pittsburgh. So, but I always had the utmost respect for Tomlin, no matter what. What he brought to the game, and how he handled his business. This how he go about. He's a player's coach, but he's tough. He's very strict. He's very tough on his players as well. So it just showed, man. Like we doubted. A lot of people, most people doubted, the decision with the Russell stuff and with the Justin Fields, and we just seen him, possibly another milestone kind of further his career a little bit more by him making this decision. So it just, kind of put a feather in his cap basically at this point. We'll see how the season keep progressing and see how, Russell kind of position himself in his offense. We'll see. But it's looking pretty good right now. It's looking like the right decision, looking like the right move. So, like you say, man, Pittsburgh does have an elite defense, and you don't want to waste that. So that was the key thing why they made this move, because they want to add more joke to their offense. Because they, with Justin Fields, like I said, they was winning, but it wasn't sustainable winning football. They know when they run against these elite teams and stuff like that, they was gonna need more than what Justin Fields was providing. And so I guess they get the inside look in practice and before the game and stuff to see who's who or what they're capable of doing. So that's what it's all about. What practice is about. A lot of people want to knock the practice and stuff like that, but that's what a lot of people kind of make their name for themselves. And I'm pretty sure Russell probably was killing it in the practice, so they had no choice but to see what it was like to be on the field in the game. So it's like the right move for sure. And like I say, this is what they needed to go along with their great defense to provide a downfield attack, because their offense was real vanilla. Like, it is opened up so much. Like I was saying earlier with the play action, and you just seen Russ, man, just doing what he do best. Play action, deep passes. Like one thing about Russ, like you said, he got the talent to run also, but he don't run the run, he run the throw. So that's the thing about Russ. He always been good at making these progressions and stuff like that, and making these reads. Like he always been like that. But this probably might be a good surrounding cast for Russ, and this team is more suited for Russell. Look like it. So
Yeah, and it seems you said you made a great point too, Mike. Man, it seems like it's more suited for him. Like what he did in like Denver, it seemed like Sean Payton, it was like his way of the highway, but it seems like Pittsburgh is really catering to what his skill set is.
Nah, for sure. So yeah, it definitely like, you know what I'm saying, Mike Tomlin at it again, man. So can't question the guy, man. Proof is in the pudding.
The rest would have started the season, think they'll be defeated.
Who's to say? I can't really say, you know what I'm saying, because they sitting, regardless of the position, they still sitting in the sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? They still, 5-2. Well, 5-2, not 5-2. So they still in a good position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. They offense probably would have been. They probably would have been talked about a little bit more. Their offense probably been more in sync.
I think they would have beat us. I think they would have beat us.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. You can say that. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, probably so. I give you that.
But yeah, man. Like I said, kudos to Mike Tomlin, man. Well, not no kudos. He know what the hell he doing. So yeah. With that being said, I just, like I said, sometimes you have to see the vision. We can't just start criticizing folks and saying they was talking crazy. Because I know on the last show, I thought he was tripping. Like the stuff that he was saying, talking about bringing Russ in, this man 4-2, and you talking about like putting this man on the pond, and it came full circle tonight. Just not just the simple fact that Russ, like he swapped them out. It's the simple fact that you seen it was night and day for us what Justin Fields can do for us throwing the ball, and Russell, like it was night and day. So that was more of the reason why he did what he did, because it's gonna get a point, man, when you have to push that ball downfield. If you can't throw the ball, man, you done.
Nah,
but we're gonna scroll to this next one, man. Oh man, when I say revenge is sweet, man. All I can think about is the Jets owner standing up in that office, man, and telling the GM that Saquon Barkley is one of the best players they got, and he's one of the most popular players they got. And my boy was all about, what you call him, Mike? Danny Dimes. Like it was just, man, it was wild. But what he did today, man, it was something that most people who have been done wrong wish they could do to somebody. Like he real deal. They whole game plan. Then it was a vision game too. Like I said, it's so crazy that the owner, he could have said Washington, he could have said the Cowboys, but he specifically said that he do not want to see that man play for the Eagles.
So,
like, do the GM still got his job, Mike?
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, yes. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, man. It's like, man, he did his thing, man. He had 170 yards rushing. Like, he did what he was supposed to do, like I said, to somebody that done something to him. Man, he had a great all-around game. And then I was so pissed off from the simple fact that his game was so good. I took Jalen Hurts to throw for 214 yards, bro. He had 114 in the first half. And he didn't throw the ball. I think he was 14 for 16. He did not throw the ball another time in that game. Like, yeah, they made a point, man. Philly has a team overall, man. They got AJ Brown back. So Slim Reaper came back from that concussion. Man, Saquon Barkley, man, he's looking like he's on the way to that rushing title. Like, man, like it this conference, man, is starting to look pretty good, man. Like it's gonna be some must-see football going on. Like with all these teams emerging, certain teams starting to get their act together. Like everything, like it's looking good, man. It's you looking at out of all of the divisions, you're looking at least two teams that's supposed to be in the playoffs. Like coming from each division, it's a must see football. This has been a good year of football. We're gonna talk about that a little bit more in the show, but I gotta just give all props to Saquon, man, having composure. He wasn't disrespecting nobody. He took it as it was great business. He didn't have no ill will towards the Giants, but he that's what he said off the field. But on the field, yeah, it was personal. It was personal. But I'm gonna hand it over to you, Mike.
They say revenge is the best served dish cold. And that boy was cold. That boy was cold tonight. The best served cold, man. That boy was cold. So, like that boy, like they said, that boy good, man. That boy good. He good. Yeah. But Saquon, man, like we all knew, like him going to the Eagles. I know my first initial thought, like it should be everybody else's initial thought as well. Like, the rich got rich. You know, that was my initial thought when he got it.
That's what I thought.
I said, bro, about to go bonkers, bro. Like he about to go bananas, bro, this season, bro. Like, and I already knew, like him going against the Giants twice a year, division game. I knew he's gonna turn up against them boy each and every time. And that's what you're supposed to do, you know. What I didn't get was, you know, he did get booed. The fans was booing him and stuff when he first came out there and stuff. Like, man, which I didn't understand. I want to know that, like, they like the man chose to leave. The man didn't want to leave. You know, didn't want to leave. The man stayed there, had a chance to leave earlier than what he already left. And he chose to stay in New York. Like, they the one, all ownership is they whole fault because they undervalued the guy and they underestimated the guy and they thought they was gonna win. You know, I mean, I couldn't thought they was gonna win. I'm lying. They thought they was putting, you know, sheep, you know, wool over people's eyes. You know what I'm saying? By creating this vision about Daniel Jones was more valuable than Saquon Barkley, which is ludicrous at best. Like, yeah, it's definitely
based on what he have done. It's not the quarterback position is more valuable than the running back position, but that's all tingent on that. The quarterback is actually like throwing touchdown passes, like you know what I'm saying, like that type of deal. So, like you said, Mike, it's
I mean, you go look at the stats, man. Didn't nobody have a huge ratio part of their offense than Saquon the last couple of years. Giants, bro. Like he accounted for more than anybody on their offense.
Exactly.
So, he was the heartbeat of the team, and they just, yeah, you know, let him walk. You know what I'm saying? Like he was nothing. So, like you said, that was all the motivation for him to cut up each and every time they play him, and I'm pretty sure that was the driving motive for him to sign with Philly. So. It was a match made, and we seeing the benefits of it right now. And Saquon, man, he definitely went in on the boys, man. Like the Giants already, like as an ownership, man, I already kind of suck, man. So this makes them look even worse, you know. And that's the goal to make them guys, you know what I'm saying, make egg run down their face. And we seen a bunch of egg getting cracked over their heads today.
Yeah, man. It was like I said. It was a legendary day for Saquon Barkley, man. That's what you do, man. If somebody do you wrong, man, you come back and you do what he did to them. So
yeah,
it is what it is, man. We're gonna move into this next topic. We're gonna talk about the mighty Mahomes. Mahomes, the last man left, the last team in the NFL to be undefeated. Mahomes, man, it's a point. It's almost like how we used to say Monster back in our day when we was kids. Mahomes is just being Mahomes. Like it ain't nothing too crazy that he's doing. Mahomes he know what he got to do to make it to the playoffs. Like, and he just, man, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks we've seen. I know it's kind of early, but even watching the game, listening to how Tom Brady talked about him, the things that he was doing and of that nature, man, it just makes you appreciate him even more. Like, he's leading the Chiefs with all the injuries that they have. He just like I said, you haven't even really heard about Mahomes like doing nothing crazy, like throwing for 500 yards in the game, like running for touchdowns, trick passes. Man, he's just doing it quietly, man, and that's what you want out of your quarterback. Like, he's everything that you could possibly want in a quarterback. They added Kareem Hunt, man. When I say that has been Andy Reid, man, it's like if you think about some of these stuff that these coaches are doing, man, for him to reach out to Kareem Hunt and after the controversy that they had with him and bring him back and add that extra element to what they got going on. Like, the only thing they miss is Tyreek Hill, bro. Like, it's like, yeah, man.
They don't even need that dude, bro. Be honest.
Man, exactly. But that shows that, you know what I'm saying, the greatness in Mahomes to lose a guy like that, and it don't even seem like it. I'm just talking about from the standpoint of, all them boys are together at one point.
Oh yeah, but you go back in hindsight and look at it, that's still like kind of amazing, yo.
Yeah. But man, that addition, Hunt was at the house sitting on his couch when he got that call from Andy Reid. Man, I'm talking about when I say he's been 70, 80 yards plus every game, and that kind of goes back to playing against you guys, Mike. That's gonna be like the element that y'all that y'all added. It's the same thing that they added with bringing Kareem Hunt back. But
yeah, sure.
Like I was saying, man, Mahomes, he's just doing what he's doing, man, quietly. He gonna sneak up on a lot of people because you got all this stuff going on with everybody talking about the Bills, everybody talking about the Jets, but they talking about Baltimore too, you know what I'm saying? Like, in good ways and bad ways, but you ain't hearing nobody saying nothing about Mahomes, and they just sit back in the cut just licking their chops, man. And when playoff time come, man, them boys gonna get a couple players back and they gonna be healthy. Look what they doing now. Imagine when they get some of these pieces back. So yeah, Mahomes, like I said, man, the last team left 6-0. He's doing what a great quarterback's supposed to do, and he's just leading his team.
Sure.
What you got on the mic?
Mahomes remain king of the hill, man. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely kings of the hill. Talk about championship team. Keep saying it. Championship team, championship DNA. He's playing championship football, man, at an all-time high. And with Mahomes, man, he the only quarterback that that can throw more interceptions than touchdowns and still make it look good, bro. So, he definitely been doing that last couple. It's been some games, but he ain't been playing his best. But he just know how to make the clutch plays when it count the most, and that's why as they say, he got that Jordan S in him, bro. He definitely got that Jordan clutch gene in him. He's the football version of Jordan at this point. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. He's definitely the NFL version of Jordan at this point, where like he just got that killer instinct. No matter what, he just gonna win. No matter what. We seen him when he ran the dude over. Like
that was wild.
That was crazy. That was crazy, man. That was. Yeah, he definitely hit the truck stick on that boy, man. Like, yeah, he definitely gonna be a poster, man. From here on out, that's definitely gonna be on the highlight film. But yeah, man, Mahomes is playing winning football, man. They, like I said, they last unbeaten team left. At this point, bro, it just looking like who gonna beat them guys? You know, I'm pretty sure they gonna lose eventually. But at this
Yeah.
point, like, you know, you just can't take the over. You just got to Mahomes just gonna come through some kind of way. Mahomes, Reed, Kelsey, them guys gonna come through no matter who on the field. We seen McCole Hardman play the key point today. Just guys stepping up, man. Next man up mentality. That just goes to show you, man, that this team been together for years, and they built the coach and they set the standards. You know, you see it each and every year. You know, we try to, you know, the first year we were like, what they gonna look like without Tyreek Hill? They proved their point with that. You know, and then it became with the guys, with the receivers, with the drops, and then they overcame that and won the championship. It's just like, hey, you know, you just gotta get them guys their core, bro. You know, you just got can't hats off to them guys, hats off to Mahomes, hats off to Andy Reid and the organization, man, for being who they are. You know, and they just keep proving it.
Yep. We're going to get to this next one. The Lions, they gave the Vikings their first L of the season. I mean, it was a slobber knocker. It was like a middleweight fight, man. Just punches just being thrown on both sides. Amon Ross, man, he had a field day. Like, it was just a good game. Lions did what they had to do to pull it out at the end with the field goal to win the game. The Vikings, they played good ball. Sam Darnold, he was good, but he wasn't great today. It was Jared Goff. He played some good ball. He was, man, when I say somebody slanging the ball, like, if it was a war for slanging the ball this year, he would get it. Like, he just been, man, receivers been getting open for him. He's just been throwing dots all year. The Lions, I mean, their offense, they got one of the best offense in the NFL. If you're gonna beat them, man, you gotta be ready to score some points. I'm just gonna say that. I don't care who you is, what division, what conference that you coming from. If you play against Detroit Lions, you're gonna have to trick Jared Goff into giving you the ball, throwing some interceptions. Minnesota, they've been on a good run. This don't really mean nothing as far as what their team is. They just played the game, man, where they just got outscored by 3 points. Like, we talking about a high scoring game, 30, 35 points apiece. Like, you can't. It was just a good game, and somebody had to win it. This don't change what I think about either one of these teams in my eyes. Both of them gonna be in the playoff. Well, I can't just necessarily say that because they division is gonna be a gauntlet. Green Bay, they smoke Houston today. I mean, yeah, man. It's gonna be a hard. They're in a hard division, but it was a good football play. I don't move Minnesota up or down. Like you said, Mike, all these teams gonna end up eventually catching that L, and it was just their turn to catch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand it over to you, Mike.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Like, this is a great game from start to finish. It was a classic. It was a shootout. Definitely, man. Two high-power offenses going against each other. Two elite teams. Two of the best teams in the league. And they put on the show, man. Two great quarterbacks, Sam Darnold versus Jared Goff. Two guys that, you know, kind of share similar stories, you know, in a way.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Not in a way. They stories are similar. If it's not similar, it's the same.
Yeah, just Jared Goff had way more success than Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
To the point. But two guys that turned their careers around and, you know, doing better with their respective teams at this point. And you know, man, I can't say enough about the Lions offense, man. Their offensive coordinator is a genius, Ben Johnson. He's on everybody's short list to be the next NFL coach. Yeah, for sure. So it won't be too long for he be getting his name called up. the line offense, man, like you say, if they definitely probably like the best offense in the league at this point. This explosive, everybody, man, playmakers all around. Jared Goff, man, the way he's been playing, been balling out, another flawless game, coming off with, flawless game, breaking records. The guy that's been precise, man, and got complete control of the offense. You can see why they gave him that extension in the offseason. I know some people was questioning that. But
not for what he did. Lead the team to the conference championship.
He deserved every cent. He deserved every cent for sure. And it's time to start talking about Jared Goff as one of the elite quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? In the NFC.
Yeah, because I was real hard on him. I'm not gonna lie, I was real hard on him. He thought some. He still do some of the things I'm hard on him about, but like Jared Goff is one of the best success stories in the league. When you talking about now, I still don't like what the Rams did to him. They did him dirty.
Oh yeah,
he was on a Super Bowl team, and I mean, I'm not gonna necessarily say they did him dirty because it paid off. They got the Super Bowl. He was still young, and they built their team to win for now. They didn't build a team to catch a Super Bowl 3-4 years down the road. So I understand, like they say, it was business, but for him to go to a team like Detroit when Detroit was at the bottom of the barrel and put them where they at now, I mean, I can't do nothing but root for him at this point moving forward.
Like great game by all them guys, man. And can't say enough about Gangsta Gills, man. Jameer Gills, man, definitely impacted the game, man. Receiving and rushing, along with Montgomery as usual. Mr. Capability, Mr. Always Capability, capable. We seen Justin Jefferson had a nice game as well. Aaron Jones had a good game, the running back from the Vikings. He had a good Sam Darnold, he had a good game as well. He did throw an interception, which he haven't been doing all season, through a costly interception. But he played pretty good. But it just they just had more winning plays than the other team. It all boils down to who made the winning plays and who made the mistakes. And the Lions end up being on the winning side of the coin, man, on this one. They will see each other again later on down the line. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a classic as well. They just set the tone, definitely, man, and just made a statement to let them know that, this is their division, and they don't plan to let it go anytime soon. And for the Vikings, like you say, it don't knock them down, knock them up. They still, a great team and still got plenty of great things to do, achieve in the season. But, it just shows that, the Lions just had their number today.
Yeah, man. That's a lot to try to compete with a high power offense like that. Somebody gonna blank, and Minnesota just a team to blank.
Right.
With that being said, man, we're gonna switch pages, switch gears, however you want to say it, to a little bit of college football over here. This game right here, man, it was a game for the ages. I say it was a game for ages. If you ever watched football, it wasn't nothing that if you haven't seen it before in football, you've seen it Saturday night. I mean, Georgia came out there and they imposed their will on Texas. They really did just play bully ball. The only thing that Texas got in that game, it was because of Georgia gave it to them. Like the Georgia who played Texas and the Georgia who played Alabama, it was two different teams. When I say two different teams all around, I mean they dominated them. They lost two players on defense and they didn't skip a beat. Like it was just Texas. They played some fairly decent ball, but it showed you that Texas has been playing cupcakes all this season. They really haven't played anybody that was going to push them to their break. They even got to the point to where they brought one of the man boy in, and they was like, "Nah, we Yeah, we was playing against some other cupcake teams, and it was cool. But playing against one of the real, top of the throne SEC teams like Georgia, nah, this is a little too hot for you. And they did the right thing by getting him out of there because if he would have stayed in, he would have got slaughtered. But man, when I say Georgia played one of the best games,
I'm
what?
gonna let you get it. I'm gonna let you get it out.
So you think? Hold up, no, we gonna wind this. So you think you see how he was shook? He wasn't shook when they put him in the game, Mike.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait my turn. I'm gonna wait my turn.
What he say? It's my turn. It's my turn. You said it was my turn.
But I am gonna say this. Like I do think the outcome would still be the same, but man, I'm gonna dig off into it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely, Sarkisian kind of blowed a little bit with the. I definitely think he should have turned the reins over to Arch in this game. I ain't saying for the season, but he definitely should have kept letting Arch.
He gave him a shot, though, Mike. He blew it. He gave him a shot, Mike, and he blew
it. He barely gave him a shot. Hell, what kind of shot? What shot was that? One of them dollars shots.
Man,
he gave him a margarita shot. He definitely gave him a margarita shot. Yeah, he did.
Man,
he gave him a margarita shot.
Mike, man, I ain't necessarily saying that he went out there and threw an interception and blew it. But what I'm saying is, when they put him in, he didn't make the situation any better. So he had to revert back to what he did.
They was down 20-0.
Yeah, I get it, but it was a move to try to spark something up. But once he goes to the Manning, the thing about that situation, once he goes to Manning, he's not gonna go back. You see what I'm saying? He can't. That was Manning's opportunity to become the starter of Texas for here on out. So it's a lot of moving parts to it, but with all that being said, I'm just finna hand it over to you, Mike. I mean, I pretty much said my piece. Let's hear what the Bama Bull got to say.
Yeah, bro. I've been kind of waiting on this topic. You know, it's one of them topics I was waiting on because, like what the rapper say, I got something to say, man. I definitely got something to say on this topic. I watched this game. I watched this game closely. So being that I analyzed this game, okay, even from the assessment of this game, easily you can see Georgia overpowered Texas. Like them guys came in with a way tougher mentality. They came in with a point to prove, chip on their shoulder, all that and above. You know, they came. The Georgia defense played like everybody was on fire. Like definitely, like nobody, like they said, I don't. If Arch granddad was back there, you know, it still would have been, you know, Arch, Peyton, Eli, all of them could have been back there, and I don't think the outcome would have changed. But I am gonna say it just seems like Quinn Ewers, like he just when it comes to pressure situations and the way the D line, which is supposing they will on the guy, it just seemed like Arch could have been, you know, kind of got him out of certain situations that I seen Ewers would never get them out of. And,
I mean, I'll give you that. He's way more mobile.
For sure. I'm talking about light years. I'm talking about like it's not even close. Like I said, Georgia, man, they came in. The Georgia quarterback had a very slow start. He threw 3 interceptions in the first half.
Downfall, man.
Yeah, he definitely, bro.
It's the same situation with Alabama. Like
I don't know it. I done seen this guy play for 2 years, and he's been evaluated. I'm real big on, you know, who's coming out, evaluating talent, and who's gonna fall in the draft. Like I'm real big on that. So this guy has been evaluated as a first round quarterback, and I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm saying I'm Mel Kiper Jr., Ty McShay, none of them guys. But I don't see it because like the games I done seen him play, the big games, the guy he's got an uncanny ability to be throwing interceptions. Like he started out slow. He got heart. You know, and I ain't gonna knock that from him. You can't
I
coach
don't
that.
know when you football
Yeah, you
game.
can't. Yeah, but he just like you say, the team is so good. Georgia can be so much better. You know what I'm saying, with another quarterback. But that just to show you, like, they got the almost, faith in old guy. Like the coach, Kirby Smart guy, he loves Carson Beck, loves him to death. But for the game, man, Georgia came out and just put their foot on their neck, man. First half, they jumped out with a 20-0 lead, 23-0 lead. Quinn Ewers was under duress all night. The Georgia D-line, Texas O-line could not block Georgia D-line at all. Number 11, man, was a straight monster. Like, if you didn't know who he was, he definitely made a name for himself.
And it was
Definitely
crazy,
made,
bro. They only brought him in on third down.
bro, that dude definitely gonna shot up the draft boards in one game. You talking about somebody
Yeah, he caught
that
some
up
man
their
down
stock.
that game.
That dude that upped their stock tremendously. Like, the dude was a menace. That dude, every time they hiked the bar, he was like that. That dude was looking like the second coming of Lawrence Taylor back there, bro. Like, it was crazy. And the whole D line as a whole, man, Georgia D line played amazing. They definitely was a key factor in this game. They definitely, Texas could not, they know it's an explosive offense, but they could not, get them explosive plays like they normally do, due to the fact that their quarterback was under duress all night, whether it was Arch or Quinn Ewers. Like, everybody was under duress. Like, that defense was playing hellacious, man. And another thing I want to elaborate on was the two targeting penalties, bro. I gotta
Yeah,
talk about
I
it,
was gonna get to that. But
bro.
yeah,
Like I told you, I seen the game. I watched this game closely, and man, let them guys play, man. I talked about this enough. I think I talked about that on the last show. It just like the referees. It's like it baffles me to see how them guys call targeting when it ain't targeting. Like, it clearly
I
wasn't
mean,
targeting.
I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, Mike. From the letter of the law, it is targeting from the simple fact that once you put your head down, the rule says that you don't have to be going heads up with a person. It's the when you put your head down and you
Yeah.
lunging your body forward, no matter where it hit, it's a simple fact that you actually put your helmet, the crown of your helmet down, and you trying to lead that. To
But he
me,
lay with his shoulder.
but his shoulder made contact, but he actually put his head completely straight down. Like, once you put your head straight down where your face mask is looking at the ground and you torpedoing yourself forward, that's what the rule says.
But
Even though I know what you're saying,
the dude crashed down too.
Exactly. But I know what you're saying. The crown of his helmet hit the dude's shoulder.
Yeah.
But this is where it comes in at.
His shoulder. Yeah, well, yeah. Well,
Yeah, his helmet. Like, he put his helmet down and he drove his helmet into the shoulder. The thing is, it's about coaching. The targeting rule is more of a coaching thing to me than it is the actual target. Because when you teaching these guys, when you going through a tackle, you supposed to have your head up regardless. That's some dumbass shit that when we was playing in Little League, they taught us to do, and nobody never stopped it. To go heads up with somebody. It always carried on. But you're 100% right. They gotta change the rule. To me, you can't throw a kid out the game for that. Like, it's not like the kid making a conscious decision saying that in a split second, I'm gonna leave the crown of my helmet and I'm gonna knock him out. That's not happening. So I'm with you on that part. But to me, you have to see your target. You can't see your target and then put your head down. You have to see your target. And to me, that's more of a coaching thing. To coach these guys up, to let them know, hey, when you making your tackle, when you driving through your tackle, you want to secure the tackle. You're not necessarily trying to torpedo yourself and knock somebody out. You want to wrap up and drive through with your helmet up.
All right, what's up? What did this then? All right, on the play that he did helmet to helmet, actually did helmet to helmet. They ain't even called it. They ain't call that, and he
But,
actually helmet in head with straight up helmet in head with the guy. They
but
seen the
that
replay,
but that
and I'm
goes to
like,
your point. That goes to your point. Like you're right. Like it's nowhere around it. To me, they got to find a better system on what they doing when it comes to
yeah,
far as calling it, like you said. Like and like you said, to me, and you're right. I'm just talking about what the rule said.
yeah,
That
yeah.
tackle when he put his head down and he drove his helmet into that man's shoulder, that shouldn't be called targeting.
Nah, that's what. Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just saying that's what the rule is though. Like
Yeah,
that's the part that they have to do. It has to be they have to figure out a way to protect the kids and not f the game up at the same time. And it goes back to what you're saying. They messing the game up. It really is
really, bro. Like
because
I'm, and like it is like, and like you say, they took it's a big impact because you're taking away two of their best players on the defense. So it's like them guys was balling, man. Like both of them guys that got tossed out was balling, both of them.
key players, key
You know what
players.
I'm saying? They was balling all night, along with number 11. But yeah, it is unfortunate to see that, man. Like I say, I'm a defense type of guy. I love defense. I play defense, so I just know, like, man, I just know how hard they making it to play defense now, and
Yeah,
like it's crazy. But for the game, man, ETN, the running back, had an amazing game. He had 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah. He was looking like his older brother on
I
that
should
one.
have. His picture should have been down at the bottom. He was the real MVP.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Carson Beck, he played. He made some key plays, but
Yeah, you know we got to
ETN
get
and
that
that
quarterback the
defense,
credit.
and that defense was very
Yeah,
very key in the game. For sure, man. And Georgia play like that. Well, with this victory, they done accelerated to the number 2 spot, ascended to the number 2 spot. So they put them right back in the driver's seat for the title. I know when they lost that Bama game, a lot of people was kind of throwing dirt over them guys. But they still have the path and have a clear path, you know what I'm saying, to make it not only to the SEC championship, but to the dance. So Georgia's still a player in his dance. Texas is still a good solid team. I just think this is their true test, their first true test. And we just saying the caliber of teams. Don't forget, like Texas, they've been number 1 in high rank and high height as they should. But this name one real team that they played. They decimated Oklahoma.
yeah.
Oklahoma, as we see, sucks. They decimated Michigan. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Michigan
Oklahoma
sucks.
look
You
bad, bro.
know,
They look
and
bad.
yeah, at the beginning of the season, of course, these teams were supposed to be more than we thought it was. But in hindsight, looking at all the teams that Texas played, they haven't played nobody as a caliber team. You know what I'm saying? A caliber opponent, as opposed to Georgia, and we seen it. Like they wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? They probably underestimated them guys. Probably a little too flying off their own cloud as they did with the hype surrounding this game. They put the horse before the carriage. You know what I'm saying? And they still got work to do. It just shows that Texas still got work to do. They still a scary team, still be a team to reckon with. But
Yeah.
they got some improvements to do. And like I said, me personally, I think they could stuck with Arch.
All right.
Stuck with old Archie and stuff. To see because Quinn Edwards, I've been seeing the guy play for a couple years. I see it, but the guy still got a lot of stuff to work on, man. I know he's projected to be a first round quarterback as well. He's highly touted, but at the same time, I just think there was a game that Sarkisian really like let slip away. Like it just seemed like like you didn't want to win. You know what I'm saying? Because I know coach, you know what I'm saying, that caliber, like say Nick Saban, something like that. I'm pretty sure he would have kind of let him rock out. He would have let Arch rock out, man. And Sarkisian, he stuck with his guns. He came in with Erie's, and he died by Erie's when with that fit. So we seen Texas stumble. They get knocked down. I think they're number 5 now. Georgia ascends to number 2. Just put Oregon as the new number 1 team in college now. So it been a chaotic, chaotic season so far, man. This is what you get when you get with college football.
Yeah. How do you feel about them when those kids threw all them balls? Well, I ain't gonna say the kids, when the fans threw all the water balls and stuff. And don't get me wrong, that pass interference, it wasn't a pass interference.
Nope.
But my thing is, they start a precedent of if you do something like that, man, they changed the call out here. That's just my personal opinion. It ain't nowhere in hell that you call a pass interference and these people get irate, they trash the field, and then you turn around and just change the call with really no expectation. I mean, you can't let the fans bully you. They always say, if you let the fans start making the decisions, it's going down from here.
No.
So, I mean, that was like I said, it was a real pass interference. I mean, it wasn't a pass interference. I give them that. But you made the call, you got to stick with the call. Like, just point blank there. That was atrocious. And I feel like they did it out of fear. I mean, I just feel like they did it out of fear. That whole scene and everything happened in that moment. How do you assess it?
Yeah, it was unfortunate to see that happen, man. Because, like you said, it's a great environment, great game, 2 historical colleges, 2 historic programs. You want, sometimes fans, it's the downside of fans is having too much. It's going overboard with it, man. It was a stream, definitely was a stream. It definitely supposed to be in some kind of mediating and that stuff, and something like they supposed to come. Somebody supposed to calm them guys down, whatever the case. Right? I know that's kind of hard to do when so many people out there intoxicated, full of beer, ain't telling what they on. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no telling what's gonna happen with these college games, man. But it definitely, was looked bad on their part, and I seen Texas. I think Sarkisian apologized about it after the game and stuff. He kind of spoke on behalf of Texas and stuff. And I asked the fans that that they should have displayed better behavior. And just to see that, like you said, man, it was crazy to see, man. But that just shows sometimes the fans just go overboard, man.
What you think about them just changing the call on the fly like that?
That's some bullcrap. Definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely BS, man. Like you said, it should never be dictated by no fans or call and stuff of that nature. So it definitely, man, shouldn't have been called, and it just shows like I don't know. Man, I don't want to say too much, you know what I'm saying, because it might lead to something else. But
yeah,
I don't know. They may pay the referee. I don't know. I don't know what the case might be, but it should never happen.
Yeah, the best thing came out of the situation that it was good that they did overturn it from the standpoint of this. If Georgia would have lost, it'd have been a whole bunch of controversy and all that stuff. Or if they would have never overturned it and Georgia would have won, we would be talking about that right now. But the simple fact they overturned it and Georgia still destroyed them, we got a clean slate. We can't say that Texas this, Texas that, or they got robbed, we can't say none of that. So that was a good thing that came out of that whole situation. So last question on this topic. You think they should start Arch moving forward?
Nah, I just thought that like how the game flowed and how it dictated. I just thought they should have put him in and let him get his let him get his rhythm in and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
but what I'm saying though, Mike, is that's the biggest game in college football to this point.
Right.
Once you start him and you let him play the whole game, you think they can
Nah,
go back?
no. What I'm saying is, it was cool how it played that. But I'm saying once he entered the game,
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is this: you think once you do that to a quarterback, you think you can go back to him, especially if you let him play the whole entire game?
we seen Nick Saban do that with Tua and Jalen Hurts. Like what would have been the difference? Like, in the key game, we seen him do
But
that in
but
the championship game.
Jalen Hurts never came back though.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
hey,
Once that's what I'm asking you. Like once they went to it was Tua. So the question I'm asking you is,
now they put Jalen Hurts back in, for key situations. Like it
yeah,
was certain
but
situations.
I mean, but he wasn't the starter anymore though.
Nah,
Like put him in. So that's what I'm saying. Once you go, that's what I'm asking you. Is it you just said Evans? He's not. We watched him all this time and stuff, and you said that he's not. You don't see how he's the first round pick. So what I'm saying.
I was talking about Carson Beck, Georgia quarterback with that one.
No,
When I
yeah.
said
My bad. But what I'm asking you is it time for them to go ahead and start Arch and just get them experience from this point on, or you think they should just wait?
I mean, that's a great question, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think it depends on the circumstances. Because we seen when Arch came in, when Eries got hurt, you know what I'm saying? Early in the season, Arch came in, started like, I think, 2 games. He provided them with a different element, and they still was winning. And it was a little bit more excitement because of who it was, of course, Arch Manning. But at the same time, they didn't really skip a beat with the guy, man. So I think either or, you can't
To me,
lose.
they look more fluid. They look more fluid to me.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Anytime you get
that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking the question. Like and then he has been struggling since he came back. So it's not like he's been playing lights out. I mean, not even the whole year he hasn't been really playing lights out. I mean, he dominated the team that he should have dominated, but it wasn't in a fashion to where we mentioning him in a high race or anything like that. And I feel like he gave him a shot.
Yeah.
Against, and I'm not saying just throw the guy away, but I'm just asking the question: is it time for they hand the reins over to Arch to see is he right? From the simple fact, like you said, the games he claimed in, the passing game was actually better, and they didn't skip a beat.
Man, that's why I say it's a tough question because at the end of the day, we still talking about a championship contending team. So, normally when you get these type of decisions or questions that arise, it's normally from a team that's struggling or a team that's losing. So it's kind of hard, just like we alluded to with the Russell Wilson Justin Fields situation. Like, different quarterback, they provide a different element. So you got to be prepared, like you say, to ride off in the sunset with that guy, whoever you ride with. So Mike Tomlin made a decision to start Russell Wilson over Justin Fields because he provides a different element that's more winning. That's more winning than what Justin Fields provide. But with Arch Manning and Quinn Ewers, it's 2 different quarterbacks as well that provide 2 different things. But that's kind of toss up. It's a hard question. I don't know, but me personally, I think, man, I'm gonna ride with. Just from what I say, I'm riding with Arch.
Okay, then that's pretty much what I was thinking. It's like, I mean, it's a hard decision, but I'll say this. He got a short rope. I give him his rope wouldn't be there. His rope would be short. We play against another top 10 team, and it's going the same way it went with Jordan. I gotta pull the trigger because we ain't Vanderbilt. We ain't South Carolina. We came to state our dominance in the SEC, and in order to do that, you have to have a capable and competent quarterback. I'm not saying the other guy's not capable or competent, but he might not just be the guy for the job.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, we're gonna get into some more pain and suffering. Alabama loses to Tennessee. Man, my eye rip. Oh man, they lose to Tennessee. It was, man, it's so many levels to this, man. Like it's so many levels to this, man. I'm just gonna dive straight into it. Bama has no running game. Coaching staff hasn't established their identity that they want to push onto the team. Jalen Miro, he's not a pocket quarterback. Bro. Like, at this point, in order for Alabama to win, two things have to happen. He has to be gone, or he has to run the ball at least 10, 15 times a game. That's just his strong point. There's no way Alabama is going to do anything else for the rest of the season if you just dropping him back and letting him throw the ball down. We have seen it week after week after week. Critical moments come, and when he's forced to throw the ball, he throws interception. This ain't no bad section. We can speak facts. Alabama is not going to do anything with Miro as a drop back quarterback. My personal opinion, moving forward. I just don't see it. Every time we got the game on line and the ball's in his hand, turn the ball. Like it's just not his skill set, man. I feel like we'll be a better equipped offense if he was running the ball himself, play action fake, and then push the ball down the field instead of just dropping straight back and throwing the ball. It's just not gonna work. For us to coach, I mean, if he don't turn it around, he's gonna be canned in the next 3 years. Alabama, they got FU money, so they won't have no problem with paying him and another coach. So, with that being said, he need to figure out the standpoint of putting his identity in the team, what he wants the team to have. Because every game is something. If Mero throwing it down on the field, oh, Alabama's the passing team. If Alabama playing good defense, oh, we a defensive team. It needs to be determined what we're going to be. Is we going to play good offense, get the lead early, and lean on the defense, or we're going to lean on the defense, we're going to control the clock, and we're going to run the ball. Like, that's one thing that we've been experiencing is that no matter whether we like it or not, we knew what our identity was. It was years we watched Alabama like, man, bro, all they doing is running the ball. Man, bro, all they want to do is try to push the ball down to them, man. Like, it was always like they knew what they were doing. It seems at this point in time, we don't know what we do. It's going to get crazy. But I'm going to hand it over to you, Mike.
Man, I watched this game as well. Very, very disappointing game. Another week of being disappointed to be a Tide fan, man. Where did I start, man? Sloppy performance by Alabama. A lot of undisciplinary football is still getting played. Penalties at all time. They had so many penalties in this game. Their offensive line was like awful, man. This game, bro. from guard to tackle to center, man, everybody on the line was distinct the whole game. Don't get me wrong, Tennessee, I got to give a lot of credit to Tennessee because they defense definitely showed up and showed me something. They D line is full of a lot of NFL prospects. So if people that don't know or don't understand, like Tennessee does have a very talented team, is a solid team, very good team. That was a tough environment to play in. Knoxville, Tennessee was turned up to the max. The fans came in the building, definitely played a key factor. Anytime Alabama and Tennessee play each other, it's always going to usually go down to the end, to the wire. Tennessee usually play Alabama hard, one of those teams that always give Alabama a run for their money. And quarterback, you know what I'm saying, for Tennessee made some great plays. I know he left the game briefly with an injury, but he ended up coming back, showing his heart and just showing what he can do. But Tennessee defense, man, was definitely a key factor into this game. They had Miro under duress, under pressure all night. Miro had another uneven performance, another bad game by Miro. He threw a pair of interceptions. There was a lot of key throws, man, that Miro didn't make, and it was kind of unbelievable, bro. He missed a lot of gimme shots. Like he missed a lot of gimmies, bro. That could have really turned this game around. I know the one at the end where he overthrew Ryan Williams over at the middle. That was definitely, man. When I seen that, man, it was like I was done for, bro. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, this is it. I just seen kind of like, you know, the season kind of going down the drain with my own eyes. But like you said, it was just the game plan. Like I didn't understand it. Like it just like they had Ryan Williams had over like 20 targets, bro. Like Hollywood's that dude, he that guy. But this the failure to distribute the football amongst other playmakers. Like it's like, but as you can say, it's like nobody else stood up. Like anybody else standing out no more. Like it's just like guys just out there just running. Like they're not running, you know what I'm saying, well routes no more. It's just a lot of freestyle going on at this point with their offense, man. And it just don't look like, you know what I'm saying, it's well put together. The coaching staff, man, at this point, man, it's definitely failing us. Is we could be tough on them guys. I'm definitely gonna be tough on them guys. So they definitely, you know what I'm saying, failing at this point to provide what we normally see as a standard. I know it's a high standard. I know it's kind of unfair, but it's just what we're seeing from all the penalties, the the undisciplinary, you know what I'm saying, football, this the demeanor of the team, man. It just don't look right, man, at all. And it's like very disappointing to see as a fan and as college football. But I know there's a lot of people that hate Alabama, so they enjoying this. They enjoying this with a Kool-Aid smile right now. So, but man, I don't know what's gonna have to happen for Alabama to turn this around because they still face stiffer competition on down the line. You still got LSU, Texas A&M. You still got the Iron Bowl. It's like yeah, it's pretty much looking like they're gonna at least get 2 more losses at this point. Like I don't see them. I don't see them being LSU. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see them being LSU. And who's know, Texas A&M might knock them off as well. Like we just don't know what we're gonna get from Alabama at this point. And this is very very sad to see as a Tide fan. But for Tennessee, gotta give a lot of credit to them guys. Pulling this out, it's a good victory for them. Keeps them in the race. The SEC is very very tough this year. The SEC West is tough. Like it's a lot of teams that I'm saying that's coming out the woodwork. You still got Ole Miss and them guys still a threat as well. But so we don't know what the victory, the road leads for with Alabama. But at this point, man, it don't look good at all.
Yeah. With that being said, like you said, the gauntlet, man, we're gonna switch to this next topic of the SEC, man. Who gonna survive, right? I mean, at this point, it's really a toss-up. Like, like I said, I don't really, I really don't know where to start. Man, it don't seem like we in the mix right now, but we very well could be right back in the mix with with what's going on, trying to survive the gauntlet. Like I said, SEC it's the hardest conference uh, by far. And when I say by far, I'm not disrespecting nobody else, but when I say that, I'm talking about from the top to the bottom. Every team in the SEC, you're gonna get your best shot. We talking about 100,000, 80 to 100,000 plus fans every game, whether you Vanderbilt or you Tennessee or you South Carolina or you Auburn. And I'm naming these teams, the bottom teams I'm naming, and I'm naming them from the simple fact that you're going to get the same for as the fanfare and all the other things at the bottom, just as like you're going to get at the top. It's crazy. At this point, I can give nobody no perspective of who I think is going to be where. All we can do is just wait it out and see. We got 2 spots in the SEC for as the playoffs. We know that second spot is going to be hard because if you lose that game and then you lost to a certain team, it's just a lot. I can't say more about it. I just know it's the hardest conference and it's a real deal gauntlet. And at this point, I'm not gonna put my money on nobody Hearts to win this SEC race at this point. What you got on the whole who gonna survive the gauntlet, Mike?
At this point, it's Russian roulette right now, man. We don't know, who's gonna do what, man. It's like I said, on the last topic, the season has been chaotic at best, been very competitive. Like we saying, even lower level teams, like you said, with Vanderbilt, South Carolina, Kentucky, these guys, Florida, they still, any Saturday they can pull out a victory against one of these high level teams, man. We done seen it already, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more chaos by the end of the season. We already see Alabama with 2 losses in the season. At this point, we haven't seen that in a while, like since I think like 2011, whatever the case might be. So we see Texas already got a loss, Georgia got a loss, so it's gonna be tough, man. It gets no easier. I know Alabama got to play Missouri this week. LSU still got to play Alabama. It's like all these teams still. It's a lot of questions still haven't been answered, and there's a lot of teams still got to play each other. So it's gonna be tough, man. When they added Texas this year to the SEC, we knew that was gonna provide a whole stiffer competition, a whole new element. And we just saying it, SEC always been the best conference in college, and it's gonna continue being the best conference in college.
Yeah. With that being said, we're gonna switch back over to a little bit of NFL before we get out of here. This picture right here is it's all these guys in the stars in the league. It was a sad day for the league, man, for its injuries. I'm talking about like especially with our youth. He just got paid his money. And it's really not about money, but it's about when people pay you money. I can only imagine the back and forth about your money, and then you finally get paid. And so now you at a point where you're trying to show the team that they paid for a reason. And you Deshaun, man, I think it's over with for him in Cleveland, man. Like, it's, man, I don't. He popped his Achilles. I don't know if it's true, man, but it seemed like the fans was chanting for, I think, they were saying that you deserved it, man, like if they were saying that, man, that's why Cleveland is the piece of shit that they is today, bro. I'm just gonna be real with you. I can't even like if they were saying that, man, that's Cleveland ain't gonna never win, bro. Like the Lord Himself ain't gonna bless them, bro. Like it's wild for this man to pop his Achilles, bro. Knowing that that's not only a season injury, ending injury, that it could be a career ending injury, especially for them. So I mean, man, it was a bad day. Jalen Daniels going down with the rib injury. I had also picked him to throw for 239 yards, but they gave your boy his cash back for that pick. The Raiders quarterback broke his thumb. It was just, man, it was a lot today. It was a lot. And like I said, these guys are different makers for their team. They starters for their team. And we just gonna see what the outcome brings. Daniels, he should be back. I don't know how serious the injury is, but we'll be able to get the information to y'all as this week go by. What you got on all the injuries today, Mike?
Yeah, it was a lot of injuries today, key injuries. Every injury, is unfortunate. The Brandon Ayuk injury, like it's gonna be serious. Like he tore the ACL, like he's gonna be done for the season, which is unfortunate. He just coming off that contract dispute. Had a lot of off-season drama coming into the season, and for him to get it just seemed like the 49ers, man, have got something going on this year with the injuries, man. With all their playmakers, not even just IU. You know what I'm saying? We see Debo in and out the lineup, George Kittle in and out the lineup. The stuff going on with Christian McCaffrey. It's just another key injury, man, with the Brandon Ayuk, injury. The one with, Aiden O'Donnell with the Raiders injury. I don't know how significant that one is. He said he broke his thumb, right? So yeah, he's gonna be out for.
Yeah, they're gonna stick back to me shoot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, which is probably best anyway at this point. But the Jane Daniels injury, he got injured early in the game with his rib. I didn't get to see how he got hurt, but from what what I seen, it's like he'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Probably next Sunday. So we'll see him. He shouldn't miss too much time. I think they should take all the safety precautions they can with Jane Daniels because he's such an important piece to the team and what he's doing for their season. And for Deshaun Watson, man, last but not least, we gave Deshaun Watson a lot of crap. I give Deshaun Watson a lot of crap, but you never want to see him go out like that. It was unfortunate. Like you said, the crowd was cheering for the guy injury. I seen James Winston. I seen the speech he had after the game. Seen Myles Garrett step up, had something to say about it. We make fun of a lot of things that James Winston say and do, but what he said, man, was very much true. When he said, I commend him for stepping up, and saying what he said about for Deshaun, sticking up for Deshaun, because it just showed the character, not even a player as a man. You know what I'm saying? As a man. So, kudos to James Winston for stepping up. And like you said, I talk a lot of crap for Deshaun Watson, judge him as a player, but as a man, you know what I'm saying? You never want to see the guy go out with injury like that. The guy does put his body on the line regardless of the fact what's going on and off the field. And he does go out there and, try to do his job, even though he did a horrible job this season. But it's unfortunate he's going to end the season with Achilles injury. And we don't know if that's going to be the end of his career for as a Brown. But for the season, he's done. He's done pretty much. And his injuries are part of the game, man. We see it every Sunday. You just got to be prepared, bro. You got to be prepared. Next man up.
For sure. We're gonna roll into this last topic. What's your beauty stakes for the first quarter of the NFL season, Mike?
the great games we done signed this far, you know, seen this far. Like as a football fan, man, it's everything you would want to see. Definitely, man. And it's only the first quarter of the season, so it's only gonna get better. Better with more circumstances, more stakes they claim, more pressure with these teams. We've seen some blockbuster trades. We just seen it all pretty much. We just seen some guys put on some historic performances. Seen MVP play. We seen some Cinderellas. We seen some guys fall in love, declining. It just everything that you want to see, man, as an NFL football fan. And you know, it's still first quarter of the season, but you know, it's very exciting, man. Like I ain't got no complaints. I definitely don't got no complaints as my team. You know, keep rolling, keep doing that thing. So
this get this shit over with. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you can't wait.
I'm trying to get to this first round draft pick. I'm talking about like a top 10, dude.
I feel you.
But man, my biggest takeaway from this season is the uncertainty. Like, so when you come up by football, man, you know it was era. It was the Tom Brady era for a while, even though they won off and on. Pittsburgh had their little run. Baltimore had their run. Like, you knew pretty much like who had control of the league. I'm just say that.
Yeah.
Peyton had his run. Like you knew that he had control. And at this point in time in the league, you don't know nobody has control. Like we can't really say right now, two teams we think gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Nah.
We can't say what two teams gonna be in the NFC and the AFC. Like we can give our opinion of who we think best, but I guarantee the teams we can be beat. So that's my biggest takeaway for the first quarter of the season, man. The uncertainty. I love it. Like you said, man, it's been great games. Like we got so many divisions that's damn packed. Normally, it always rumblings about who has the weekend in the NFL. Like that word is tossed around just like raindrops, but it's almost like we do have some weekends, but it ain't nowhere near the way it was before. It's the league is pretty much an evenness. Yeah, that's my biggest thing. But we're gonna get to our last segment. Don't we have something to get off our chest? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I'm gonna start with you, Mike. If you got something to get out.
Yeah, man. Two things, man. I'm gonna get on my chest. I want to get kudos, man, to what that boy Prime in Colorado, man. What they doing, man? You know, they sitting at 5-2 right now. Hey, they doing good things right now. Shador doing his thing. You know, Travis Hunter, them guys, and you know, they finally, you know, what I'm saying, putting the proof in the pudding right now, and they definitely coming with it. And they definitely making some noise right now. And I definitely see them guys, you know, I ain't saying competing for the championship right now, but they definitely could be a factor in their division, man, in the Big 12 right now. So kudos to Deion Prime, man, for putting that turnaround around, man, you know, winning 5 games because we know they only won 4 games last year. So it's a huge step, you know what I'm saying? I hope they keep it rolling, though. You know what I'm saying? I hope keep it rolling, and they should. But, you know, kudos to them Colorado, what they doing, man. For my second part, man, I just, you know, got a big, huge game coming up tomorrow, man. Raven Nation, man. You know, we hope to keep it rolling. How we, you know what I'm saying, do our thing tomorrow in Tampa Bay, man. I'm going to be watching. Definitely, I'm going to be in tune, locked in. And it's Raven Nation, man. Let's get to 5-2.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing really off my chest. The Liberty won the WNBA championship today, and the Dodgers advance to the World Series. They'll be playing against the Yankees in the World Series. That's a little nugget I want to give you guys. We need y'all guys to like, comment, subscribe. Just keep locked in. We locked in this year. We putting this content out. We need y'all to keep on liking and subscribe. That being said, get out of here.